Welcome back to Mad Dog Airguns. A little bit of an update video today. No shooting or gun modifications or anything like that. As you've seen, I've been setting up the range. I've got a series of shooting videos that I want to put out. I've got quite a few ideas. Trouble is, our dogs, I call this the Mad Dog Airgun channel. Our dogs are just absolutely bonkers, and as soon as I go near the gun cabinet, even when I get this camera out now, because they associate it with shooting, they go stupid. I don't know how we're going to break the habit of that, but if there's any of you lot out there that are dog trainers, do let me know, because it's getting a joke now. So what I'm having to do, the Hobbit is going to take the dogs out for a walk around the lake up the road. I'm going to come out and do a good hour or so's worth of shooting and getting quite a few videos knocked out. So today I've been setting up some targets. I get a lot of complaints on this channel about I'm not shooting exciting targets and this, that and the other. I'm just trying to get set up here. I've still got work to do on the range. I'm gonna bank up the back higher up, because that's sunk down a little bit now, but I've got a hell of a lot of hardcore and rubble, and I've got another pile of dirt over there that I can bring over here, and we'll have a bit of a backstop. So I've just hung up some Coke cans for some targets. So some videos that are going to be coming up, we've got some exploding, not rounds are they, some exploding pellets. There'll be quite a laugh, I'd imagine. And just some other bits and pieces. I've got a laser bore sighter, so I'm going to see if I can get the scopes zeroed in with that, and then we'll see how they are over here. I'm going to be getting the blank firing gun out and firing that through the chronograph, seeing how much power it puts out on the rubber balls, because it's got the adapter on the end. That'll be coming along. There's been a few requests for that video. And I'll say, I'm just trying to make the range a little bit more interesting for all you lot out there that like to see things being shot, basically. I've got to try and up my game a little bit, haven't I? That's the plan anyway. So this is just a bit of an update, what's coming along. Now, the Gamo Big Cat, I tried fitting a double spring kit in it. I don't know if you follow me on social media. Links are all down in the description on the link tree. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that kind of thing. I was trying to fit a double spring kit into the Big Cat. I couldn't get it to work. I managed to get it in there, but the gun wouldn't cock. The bloke where I got it from off eBay, he wasn't answering any questions. And when it states all over their listing that ask me any questions if you're having trouble, never answered any of them. So I gave him a bit of a threat. Sent him a message telling him, he needs to sort it out, and he got back to me, blamed it all on me, of course. It says that I wasn't messaging him and I should have sent him photos and this, that and the other, but at the end of the day, my crystal ball's a little bit cloudy at the moment. I can't read people's minds, but apparently he sent me out the wrong kit, so he's sending me out the right kit for that gun. But in the meantime, I've fitted a high performance seal and a full power spring on that gun. Now, before anyone gets their knickers in a twist, something else that is coming up on the channel very soon, sort of end of November to mid-December, I'm going to be getting my Category C shooting licence, basically, which means that I can have air guns unlimited. So all these people that get their knickers in a twist about me modifying guns and stuff, I know I've modified them. They've got more power than they should have, but I've taken all those modifications out. The way they're stood up in the gun safe, they're all below 20 joules. But get my Category C licence, air guns unrestricted. I can have shotguns, I can have rifles, I can have 2.2 long rifles. The only thing I can't have is handguns and semi-automatic rifles. I can have a semi-automatic shotgun, but you're limited to the amount of cartridges you can have in the magazine. I'm not that worried, because I don't think in order to get your licence, the Category C, You either have to be affiliated with a shooting club, which does targets, a shooting club, which is ball trap, clay pigeon shooting, skeet shooting, whatever you want to call it, or be a member of the chasse. Now, if you're a member of the chasse, you have to sit an exam to basically say that you know all about the animals that you're shooting and the laws regarding all that. I'm not interested in any of that. I'm not, unless the shit hits the fan, I won't be shooting animals. So I've approached a ball trap club, which is clay pigeon, skeet shooting. Now, I don't actually have to go to the club to sit with an instructor to get my license. It's, as daft as it sounds, for ball trap, I just have to send all the paperwork in, get the doctor to certify that I'm sane and capable. They send all the paperwork off, and I get a license. I have to physically go there to collect it. The way that I sort of, it was explained to me, the license is held at the club. So your license is applied through the shooting club. You can't just sort of go to your prefecture and say, I want a shooting license. So I'll be on the books as having my shooting license at that particular club. I'll have a physical copy of it so that I can go and buy guns. If I then decide I want to change shooting clubs, you just have to send your paperwork in and say that I'm changing to this club, blah, blah, blah. But you don't need to attend your shooting club. Now, with the FF tier is like your target shooting on the range. Your FFBT, which is your ball trap, you don't actually have to go for a session. I'm not sure on the tier version if you have to actually go and have a couple of sessions with an instructor. I don't know. I've not gone down that route because at the end of the day I was just going to get my ball trap license, category C, so high powered air rifles, 2.2 long rifles and shotguns. I'm not probably going to be getting into rifles, but I've got my eye on a nice shotgun. It's either pump action or a semi-automatic. So when I do get my license, all you lot out there that get your knickers in a twist, I just let it just blows over my head. I really couldn't give a monkey's. People comment and stuff. But anyway, so whether I have to change the name of the channel, because it won't be Mad Dog Airguns after that, will it? It'll be Mad Dog Guns. We'll see. That's the plan. So next year could we get quite excited because your license runs from January right through till the end of December. So I can apply for it sort of mid-December, get all your paperwork done, and it costs €60, you know, for a year. So, and I think category C, there's no restrictions on storage either. It might have changed from what I can gather. I downloaded an ebook, Shooting in France, and the guns that you can either have, this, that and the other. And category C, there's no regulations for storing your guns or ammunition or transporting them. But everything will be above board. I've got 2 gun safes. One will be for ammunition, one will be for the guns. I won't be if I do transport it, I'll just be going over to mum and dad's and doing a bit of shooting over there. But yeah, I'm getting quite excited about that. I thought it was going to be a bit more difficult than it actually is going to be. But once I've got that bit of paper that says I'm category C, we'll be laughing. All my air rifles will be modified to more power than they should be. Not what they should be, because the air rifles that I've got in Portugal and Spain, Gamo being Spanish, they're 24 joules as standard. It's only France that's 20 joules. UK is even lower. But yeah. So get that out of the way and we can stop a lot of these comments, can't we? I'll have to put a disclaimer at the start of every video. I have my shooting licence. But yeah, so I've got all this set up. We're going to, hopefully a day like today, we can get out here and do some shooting. I've got a pumpkin indoors that I can shoot. Now, I'm not going to be shooting meat. I don't know. There's a lot of people, shoot meat, shoot meat. I don't want to shoot meat. Meat is for eating. If I could get some rotten meat or something like that, I would shoot it, but no. You know, when money's tight, you shoot waste items. Now, we don't normally drink a lot of Coke, so we've been saving these up. But yeah, I'm going to be investing in some more target type things to go here. And as I say, I'm going to get it banked up at the back and put some membrane down and put some chalk down the bottom, just to tidy it up a little bit and stop all the weeds growing up. Just so that when I do come out and shoot, it's just nice. And I can just roll down here, stick some targets on the board here, and we'll do some shooting. One thing I do want to look out for is a shooting table. I saw somebody on YouTube had, I don't know if you've seen them, like these massive wooden reels that they have electric cables on. One of them tipped on its side. I don't know what they're called, but I will have a look for one of those, because that would be ideal, because it would be at the right height for having the gun set up on there, bit of a table for doing my videos and stuff. So I think next door's got one in his garden. They're probably using it, but I'll probably ask him where he's got it from, because one of those would be puckered-ing. And I think that's pretty much it for this video. What else have I done? Yeah, I say the Gamo Big Cat, I was struggling with that, but I've got that back together now with a high power seal and a spring. So I've got to put that through the chronograph and see what power that's putting out. Once I'm happy with that, I'll then do the Gamo Hunter. That's my favourite gun. I have got a new scope coming for it, but I won't be getting that till Christmas. That was on my Christmas list. That's a 4 to 12 by 50. I have had a look at it to make sure it wasn't broken or anything, but I'm not allowed it until Christmas. But yeah, so that's something to look forward to. So yeah, I'm also going to hopefully get a target set up on the oak tree so that I can maybe shoot from my office window. I don't know how far that is, where it's 100 metres, but be interesting. We'll have a target set up there. If the weather's a bit crap, I can just shoot out the window. And because out the back of us there's nothing, it's all woods and fields and stuff. There are houses right over the back, but what I'm shooting will never reach that far. So, and if I bank up the back here, you know, if I'm shooting black powder or anything like that, it'll be fine. So I've got nothing more to tell you really. Yeah, that's about it for this little gun update of what's happening, what has been happening. As I say, I put a lot of stuff on social media, so if you want to check that out, behind the scenes stuff, look in the link tree below. There's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, other bits and pieces. There's ways that you can support the channel if you feel fit. I'm not begging for money, but you know, I noticed a few of you have bought me a beer on the Buy Me a Coffee website, which is muchly appreciated. That sort of helps with pellets and stuff like that. And yeah, so until the next video, where we do a bit of shooting, hopefully, it's bye for now.